Happy Halloween, everyone. It is your boy Suplex, and WWE Crown Jewel is this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be watching it. I know a lot of you are planning to watch it. I know some of you may not be able to because it is an afternoon show. It does take place in Saudi Arabia, so over here in the East, a lot of us are working during 1 p.m. Eastern Time. For those of you who lucked out and are not working that day or just have off that day, good for you. I just so happen to be one of those people as well. I will be live streaming the show this Saturday, both on TikTok and YouTube, so make sure you come through to both of those streams to check it out. With the show just 3 weeks away in Survivor Series, how is WWE going to pull off this show with a lot of big matches? Should be interesting to see. Because I do believe there are like a couple of matches they could have done at Survivor Series that they're blowing off now, which leads me to believe they're going to actually do some rematches at Survivor Series or going to have to improvise and do some, bigger matches. We do have in totality about 8 matches, including one kickoff match. So with that being said, let's get into it. This match was just confirmed on Monday Night Raw last night. Sami Zayn will be taking on JD McDonough in the kickoff of Crown Jewel. JD McDonough has more or less, and by more or less, I mean more, been treated like a joke ever since he has joined Monday Night Raw as part of the Judgment Day. I gotta put air quotes there because he's not even treated like a real member. He interferes in our matches, yes, but he's always dumped out of the ring, treated like a joke, never acknowledged as part of the group. He's almost basically what Sami Zayn was to the Bloodline for a good period of time, except it's not really funny. And he doesn't have the compelling character that Sami Zayn had last year, so it's almost kind of just sad to watch. I don't know if we're supposed to have sympathy for JD or we're supposed to be like, ha, you can't be part of the group. I don't quite know how I'm supposed to feel about JD, but I'm guessing in a way this match is supposed to represent what he is to the Judgment Day since he is facing Sami Zayn of all people. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn picking up the win because if the thing is that JD is supposed to be like a joke, then I guess we shall continue to treat him as such. Hopping into the main show, we're going to go in the order of which I believe the match card should go because, after all, we don't know the match card order until the day of the show. Kicking off the show, we have John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. This is the closest we can ever get to a modern-day rematch between Umaga and John Cena from Royal Rumble 2007. Really, ever since John Cena came back, this has been the match I feel like a lot of wrestling fans have been looking forward to. And we all know John Cena's moveset has been watered down. He wrestles a very safe style. So how good this match can be is very limited. Especially because Solo Sikoa is not the type of wrestler to do a carry job. I'm not saying I don't think the match is going to be good. I'm just not expecting anything like John Cena versus Umaga. I'm not expecting there to be a barn burner here. Who comes out with the victory? I'm going to say Solo Sikoa comes out with the win. I mean, it would make sense for John Cena to get the big pop in Crown Jewel, but we are now in the era where John Cena does not need wins. John Cena is the GOAT. He's called the greatest of all time. He's had an established career. He does not need to win matches. Really, he can lose matches for the rest of his career until he retires, and he'll be fine. Now, I'm leaning towards them possibly doing Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa at Royal Rumble, and if that's the case, then Solo needs to have a big win going into the new year. That starts here. I got Solo Sikoa beating John Cena. Cody Rhodes goes one-on-one with Damian Priest. It's been an interesting ride to see Cody Rhodes go on with this Judgment Day feud he's been on since the summer started. He more or less spent the duration of the summer beating Dominic Mysterio to enter in a tag team feud against Finn Balor and Damian Priest where he originally lost, then beat them to become tag team champions with Jey Uso, and then lost the titles right back to them. Something is also telling me we're probably going to be getting a Survivor Series match at Survivor Series, of course, that's going to involve Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest on opposite ends of the teams. War Games or not, I think we're getting that in some capacity. I can't quite recall the last time Cody Rhodes lost the singles match. I'm going to say it was to Brock Lesnar at some point during the summer. I think the possibility of him losing to Damian Priest is there, especially because there could be a War Games match in the mix at Survivor Series where both men are involved. Damian Priest is also Mr. Money in the Bank, so, I mean, if you're losing to anybody, losing to the future world champion makes the most sense to me. Also, the Battle of the Crossroads, because both men's finisher is basically the Crossroads. I don't quite know if I see Cody Rhodes losing to the Crossroads. I don't know. I don't know. And I think for that reason, after all I just said, I got Cody Rhodes winning this match. I know I just talked it up like Damian Priest might come out with the victory, but it's like, I think Cody's got it. Cody's taking a cake for sure. A fatal five-way for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship between Raquel Gonzalez, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Zoe Starks, and Rhea Ripley. There was so much talent involved in this match, and honestly, I think this match has the potential to be either really good or really bad. I don't think there's an in-between. It's either going to be the female second coming of SummerSlam 2017 with like Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, and Samoa Joe, or it's going to be just like this all-out car crash. I feel like just about every woman in this match, except for Zoe Starks, who kind of just got put into the mix of things, like Shayna, Raquel, Nia, I feel like they all have a case for why they could and possibly can beat Rhea Ripley to be the new Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Of all of them, I feel like Shayna Baszler would be the closest one to beating her. Like, if Shayna were to win, I think she's going to tap out like Zoe. She's going to tap out somebody that's not Rhea. But given Rhea Ripley basically being the leader of the Judgment Day and her having such a prominent role on Monday Night Raw, I don't see them taking a title off of her. So I got Rhea Ripley retaining with her pinning either Raquel or Zoe. And if not, my backup winner is Shayna Baszler tapping out somebody that's not Rhea. And then Rhea gets the title back at like Royal Rumble or something like that. Not gonna lie to y'all, I am most excited to see this match. Rey Mysterio defending the United States Championship against Logan Paul. Logan Paul's WWE debut was at last year's WrestleMania in a tag team match with him and The Miz versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. So we're almost circling back to that debut a year and a half later against Rey Mysterio in a singles match. Logan Paul is one of the best athletic wrestlers WWE has today. Rey Mysterio at the age of 49, almost 50, is still insanely athletic for his age. I'm expecting this to be, honestly, a barn burner. Not match of the year or nothing, but I think it's going to steal the show. I don't feel like it should be a total shot in the dark to have this prediction, but I got Logan Paul becoming the new U.S. champion. I've been on the Logan Paul campaign for really since his debut, honestly. The guy has it, and I don't think he's going to be a world champion anytime soon, given the climate of what's going on right now. So the closest thing we got to him being a champion in WWE is beating the U.S. champion, and Rey Mysterio, he can afford to lose to Logan Paul. Rey Mysterio loses nothing by losing the U.S. championship. He didn't even need it in the first place, to be honest. So I'm going to go with Logan Paul beating Rey Mysterio, and he's going to head into WrestleMania as champion and go up against who? I don't know, but I'm happy to see it. I need to get some Logan Paul merch too, by the way. Io Sky is going to be defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. This match should be a lot of fun, and it's probably going to be another barn burner on this show. This honestly can go either way, I'm going to be honest with you. I can see Bianca winning it back, and I can see Io retaining. If I had to flip a quarter right now, in my mind, it would land on Io retaining. I feel like she's just starting to run with the title. I don't think she should be losing it just yet. So I got her retaining this. Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. Another match I have pretty high expectations for. Drew McIntyre has been having this pretty, interesting tweener gimmick going on right now. Almost to the point where I would like to bet on him beating Seth Rollins, but something's telling me Seth is going to hold on to it a little bit longer. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins retaining. Thing is, I don't quite know who he loses the title to. I just don't think it's Drew McIntyre. Maybe I'm wrong and Drew wins it. If he does, fine by me. I'm cool with it. But I got Seth retaining here. In the main event of the show, the WWE Universal Champion finally shows back up to work to defend his title against LA Knight. LA Knight is the most over babyface on the SmackDown brand, if not all of WWE. Him getting a World Championship match just makes sense. I do feel like maybe it's coming a bit sooner than expected, but it makes sense. I think there would have been a more realistic possibility of him winning the World Championship if he faced Seth Rollins, but I'll take him versus Roman Reigns. And since it's him versus Roman Reigns is winning. That's not even up for debate. Roman Reigns is retaining. The real question is, how are they going to handle LA Knight after he loses to Roman Reigns? That's going to be the real question. He's over now, But what's next after this match? That's going to be the interesting story to follow. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and follow for more.